Welcome to the Idaho Business Podcast, the only Idaho podcast focused on providing profits for Idaho people. If you love our state and love small business, you are in the right place. We interview local legends, learn business, and have way too much fun doing it. You're listening to the Idaho Business Podcast with your friend, host, and all-around great guy and owner of New Clean Commercial Cleaning, Spencer Ward.
All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Idaho Business Podcast. As always, we're sponsored by Health West. These guys are a phenomenal group. They're just providing superior healthcare throughout Idaho to people that need it. Obviously, need it. You know, we all need healthcare, but give them a Google. Give them a chance. Go out there and look at the many locations they have throughout Idaho. But let's get into it today. I hope you guys all had a fantastic weekend. Hope you spent some time with loved ones. Hope you had some time to decompress over the busy week, and hopefully you're finding some time to even during the week find that break. Of tracking your time. You're finding some time to schedule in that time that you're like, you know what, I enjoy doing this. I'm going to schedule that in, and I'm going to find that break, within my day that recharges my battery, helps me be a better marketer, better CEO, better manager, better whatever it is. I hope you're scheduling whatever that is in your day that makes you recharge and makes you be a better person and a better leader. And that's something I was thinking about today and kind of over the weekend, but even more today. Again, on cardio, this is my Zen moment. Maybe it's mostly because I'm most likely to be passing out at this point, but I was listening with, I think it's called Real with Rob Deerdick? Or what is it? It's the guy off of Ridiculousness. It's on MTV, but you watch him on MTV and you're thinking, this guy can't be deep at all. This guy's, he runs videos of people getting hit in the crotch or all sorts of crazy videos. But this guy he's a phenomenal businessman. So it's another podcast if you're interested, 15, 20-minute videos. I would definitely recommend it. But he talked about, how many of us get overwhelmed. And this is literally me listening to this episode after just getting done with a really busy week. And sometimes you just can't get away from those weeks. You just have those weeks that it all just falls on all of that one week. For example, we had a week that we had all 90-day reviews for all of our employees. We have over 60 employees. We gave reviews to every single one of them. And it's a great time for us to sit down with all of our employees and talk to them about the performance. And it's just good to get to meet them, get to share time with them, and have that experience with them. But as you're doing that, obviously you're trying to keep up with your emails, you're trying to keep up with your customers, you're trying to keep up with the sales you're pushing through. So your company's still running, but your schedule's even more packed. So it can easily get overwhelming. But when that kind of stuff happens, you have all that feeling overwhelming, and then you add to that your personal schedule. That many times your kids are in baseball, flag footballs right now. Your daughters are in dance. Your daughters are in soccer. Your daughters are in whatever they're in, softball, whatever. Some of your daughters are in football and flag football, but we're just busy in general. So how do you know when you're taking on too much? I feel like that's the point of overwhelm, is when we know when we're taking on too much. At this point, I'm thinking, when I'm taking on too much and I'm feeling overwhelmed, I'm like, I'm not giving everything my true focus, and I'm not being the true leader that I want to be. And I'm just like, I got to step away. I can't give everything my all right now. And it's just too much. And there's no problem with taking a quick step away, for an evening and saying, you know what, I'm going to step away early tonight. I'm going to go roast some s'mores or some hot dogs with my kids. And I'm just going to have a nice, enjoyable night. I'm going to get to bed early. Whatever is going to recharge your battery so you can get back at it the next day, feel recharged, and get ready to rock and roll that next day and get back at it. What you shouldn't be doing when you're feeling overwhelmed. Let me get back to this real quick. A quick side note. Another way that you can feel overwhelmed that you're not taking on too much, though, is you're unorganized. And I've been there as well. Sometimes your desk, right now, my desk is a mess. We just got done with all this different things. So I have things on my desk from sales, things on my desk from some marketing efforts, things on my desk from 90-day reviews, some stuff on my desk from a payable note I've got to sign. So there's stuff all over the place that my office gal is going to come in and help me with. But if you're unorganized, you can easily get overwhelmed. So that could be something. If you're not organized, get organized, or have someone who is organized help you get organized, so you don't get overwhelmed easily when you're not taking on too much. Because that can easily break you. So when you're taking a break, when you're taking that step away, what do you do to take a healthy break, a healthy step away, and not sabotage yourself? Because I know there's times I'm like, okay, I just need to take a break. But then there's times I get really overwhelmed and I'm like, I need a bag of gummy bears. I need a bag of Doritos. That old junk food fiend in me just wants to go and just light some stuff up, And I know deep down inside, like, oh, I know I'm going to do this. If I do this tomorrow morning, I'm going to feel horrible. I know tomorrow morning at the gym, my energy is going to be sucked out of me. I'm going to feel horrible. And I know that especially, kind of cruising out of that upcoming morning, I'm not going to have the energy and my mind's going to be out of focus and it's just not going to be worth it. And I've been there before. And I thought that's the way for me to get the break that I've been looking for. Those of you who enjoy your alcohol, I'm sure you've been there before too. All right, it's time for me. It's been a busy week, or man, it's been a real crazy, day. I need a nice 6-pack or whatever, how much you're going to drink. But as well as I do, that following morning, you're not going to feel well. Rob was saying he wants on days like that when he's feeling overwhelmed, all he wants is pizza and wine. But he knows when he wakes up that following day, if he does that after eating clean for all year long of 2023, he will feel miserable. And one thing with my dietitian, if you don't drink alcohol, if you do, and you just want to binge on sugar, and this is not a nutrition seminar or podcast right now, but we're just going to go off a little tangent here. Your body cannot tell the difference between a binge on sugar or a binge on alcohol. Your kidneys and your liver digest it the same way, and you literally have the same typical type of hangover the next day, except for one has alcohol associated, one has no alcohol. But you still feel groggy, you still feel gross the next day. So you still kind of have a hangover from just a binge on sugar compared to, and also with a binge on alcohol. So that's something that you could do that could throw you completely off balance. That would not work out well and would help you spiral out of control. Now, these are things that would help you become more overwhelmed. And even though when we do them, we think, oh, this is going to help so much. I just need to, cool my jets this evening and enjoy my junk food or enjoy a few cold ones, and I'll feel so much better in the morning. Do you really, though? Do you really, find yourself some better avenues and listen to your body and know what you really need to bounce back that following day, to be sharper that following day, to solve those problems, and to be good, and to be not just good, but to be better for your team. So when you step away from a problem, and especially your team knows you've stepped away from that problem, and say, hey, I just need the rest of the day to think about this. I can't handle this all right now. I don't want to deal with this right now. They think you're going to step away. You're going to have some good solutions that following day. If you come back and you're hungover, what does that say about you as a leader? I don't care if you're hungover just because you're feeling gross from, all the junk food you ate, or if you're hungover because you're just straight hungover. That doesn't bode well for you as a leader of your organization or your team or whatever it is. So, and then all those overwhelming thoughts and feelings you had are going to come onto you tenfold. So what you need to do when you take a break that's healthy for you, that's going to help you to be more effective the following day and make you more purposeful in thinking, and through your problems, through your different solutions that you need to come up with the following day. And just remember that you're a leader, So I hope this is helpful. I hope these are things that maybe you've been dealing with, because these are things obviously I've dealt with. Hopefully they can help you. So go out there this week. We'll conquer your mountains, climb to the top, because you can do it. Your brain can accomplish a lot more than your body can think it can do, and vice versa. Sometimes, your body's like, oh, I'm fatigued, but your brain can push it. And sometimes your brain's fatigued and your body can push it. So go forward, stay happy, stay grateful, and go out there and try to serve someone. Have a great week, and adios.
Congratulations on spending a couple of minutes getting a little bit smarter, having some fun, and supporting the Idaho business community. If you're feeling the love, make sure to subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever you are.